or involved in these events, I kindly request your esteemed office to ensure that members are informed in good time, preferably at least a day in advance, to enable proper scheduling of the engagements and to enable the effective participation. Honorable members, in accordance with Article 6, Sub-Article 2, and Article 189(1) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, which provides for cooperation between the national and county governments, I wish to amply appeal for a continued and strengthened working relationship between the county government of Kitui and the national government, led by the Office of the County Commissioner at the county level. We deeply appreciate the support already extended by the national government, including in areas of security, infrastructure, and development programs. May this cooperation continue to flourish for the benefit of our people. Honorable members, I also wish to appeal to the judiciary to support and complement the county government in the process of shaping sound and responsive policies and laws. The judiciary remains an essential partner in interpreting laws and ensuring justice and fairness for all. And we look forward to a collaborative relationship that promotes the rule of law and equitable service delivery. Honorable members, to the clergy present, we recognize your ever-present role in nurturing moral values in our society. We humbly seek your continued spiritual guidance and prayers as leaders, so that we may act with wisdom, compassion, and integrity in service to our people. Fellow leaders and stakeholders, I extend a warm invitation to all development partners, community-based organizations, private sector players, and individual citizens to actively participate in public engagements and forums organized by the county government. Public participation is not only a constitutional imperative under Article 10 and Article 174C, but also a cornerstone of devolution. It ensures that decisions made truly reflect the will and aspirations of the people. Your Excellency, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, let me also take this opportunity to highlight that in the recent past, the working relationship between the county assembly and the county executive experienced certain challenges. However, I am pleased to report that those differences are now water under the bridge. Today, the two arms of government are working closely together in harmony, guided by mutual respect and a shared commitment to the service of the people of Kitui. As of today, it is exactly 2 years, 1 month, and 2 days to the next general election in Kenya, which is scheduled for Tuesday, 10th August 2027. With such limited time remaining, we must rise above partisanship and focus our energies on unity, cooperation, and impactful leadership. There is neither room for nor time for unnecessary conflicts or political distractions. Our priority must be the fulfillment of the promises we made to our people when they entrusted us with leadership. Your Excellency, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, we reiterate our unwavering commitment to collaboration and mutual respect. The Assembly will continue to constructively engage the Executive while remaining steadfast in its constitutional mandate of legislation, oversight, and representation. In the same spirit, we kindly appeal for your continued support in addressing the Assembly's outstanding infrastructural needs, particularly the completion of the modern office block and the construction of members' ward offices through adequate and sustained budgetary allocations in subsequent financial cycles. Honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, with these remarks, it is my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Julius Makau Malombe, to deliver the State of the County address. Welcome, Your Excellency. Clerk, next order.
Order number 3, Governor's address on the state of the county by His Excellency the Governor, Kitui County.
Thank you, members. I'm sure we have seen the copy of the standing order, and today is the day for Governor to issue his address. However, my Lord Leader, you have a procedural matter you want to highlight. Can I give you a minute?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, mine is a procedural issue, and I want to refer you back to the standing order you have referred to on the governor's address. And basically, subsection 2 of the same, and I seek your guidance on the same, that when the governor makes an address, subsection 2 of the same,
Yes, please proceed.
the speaker shall be seated on the right side of the governor, and the senator seated on the left side of the governor. And because there is no vacuum in leadership, that this count as for a substantive senator, whether, Honorable Speaker, you can vacate your seat, allow the governor to speak from where you are, that you sit on his right-hand side, and in envisage that we have a substantive senator, probably not present here today, that for the observance of decorum and our standing orders, we seem the senator seated here. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. Members, I want to confirm that I have official apologies from the senator. So consider the apology as conveyed. And because members, I know we have a lot to discuss, but today is the Governor's Day, and we are already at the next order. I will now request His Excellency the Governor to start and issue his State of the Governor address. And members, let's give Governor all the attention. Thank you, members. Governor, you may proceed.
Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly of Kitui, honorable members, the people of the great county of Kitui, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to address this august house and the people of Kitui County as I deliver the annual State of the County address, in line with Section 30, subsection 2K of the County Governments Act 2012. Honorable Speaker, I am delighted to report that as we mark approximately 2 years and 10 months since I assumed office on 25th August 2022, my administration has made substantive and transformative strides in advancing the development agenda of our county. My address will reflect on key milestones achieved in the implementation of the county's life-changing projects, programs, policies, and strategic initiatives in enhancing healthcare service delivery, access to clean water, road connectivity, basic and vocational education, food and nutrition security, urban development, trade and investments, and strengthening collaborations with the national government and development partners, all anchored in the County Integrated Development Plan, CIDP 2023 to 2027, and the KITUI Promise, the 16-sector manifesto on whose basis the people of Kitui overwhelmingly gave mandate to my administration. I will also outline our progress in critical governance areas, including budget performance, on-source revenue collection, settlement of pending bills, promotion of staff welfare, and county legal services. Further, I will highlight the performance of the county public service, as well as the strides we have made in citizen participation, consultation, and engagement, as enshrined in Article 10 of the Constitution and Sections 47, subsection 3 and 92(2) of the County Governments Act 2012. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I will briefly state the challenges we have encountered along the way, the mitigation measures being undertaken, and will offer insight into our future plans. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, On the implementation of the county's life-changing projects, programs, policies, and strategic initiatives, I'm pleased to report that in just 2 years and 10 months, my government has so far implemented a total of 1,921 infrastructural projects and programs in all the 40 wards and 247 villages in our county. Out of these, 989 projects were implemented under the Community Level Infrastructure Development Program, otherwise known as KITUI. Conceptualized during my tenure as a pioneer governor of this county for equitable development, poverty alleviation, and improvement of the livelihoods of our people in all wards and villages of our county. These development projects are spread across the 16 priority sectors, which are agriculture, water, health, education, urban development, roads and construction, trade and investments, micro, small and medium enterprises, cooperative societies, tourism and hospitality, women, youth and persons with disability, transport and border, energy, environment, climate change adaptation, forestry, natural and mineral resources, information and communication, and security. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, agriculture is not only gives riches to a nation, but the only riches she can call our own. These are the words of Samuel Johnson, an English writer, poet, playwright, and essayist that underscore the unmatched value of agriculture to any nation's prosperity. Indeed, agriculture is more than just farming. It feeds the population, creates jobs, and drives economic growth. In Kitui County, agriculture stands as the primary economic activity, employing approximately 67% of the workforce and contributing to about 87% of rural incomes. In cognizance of this, my government has identified food and nutrition security as a strategic pathway to ensure a healthy, productive population for sustainable development. We have prioritized the provision of agricultural extension and advisory services aimed at enhancing agricultural production, productivity, and profitability. The said extension services comprise individual and group farm visits, residential and non-residential trainings, farm field days, on-farm demonstrations, and farmer field schools by agricultural extension officers. The prioritization of extension services is born out of the realization that governments, both national and county, cannot do farming for individual farmers. It is only individual farmers or those organized as cooperatives or business ventures who can effectively do so, whilst the government supports them with education, knowledge, and capacity building on modern agriculture, including climate-smart agriculture. Through these efforts, Mr. Speaker, a total of 527,208 farmers have been trained on modern farming and livestock production technologies, climate change agricultural practices, agro-business skills, and value chain development to boost productivity and resilience. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, as you are aware, over the past 2 years, we successfully hosted the KITUI Agricultural Show and Trade Fair, which we revived after a 5-year hiatus. The show attracted 30,440 participants in 2023 and 52,355 participants in 2024 and serves as a vital platform for showcasing modern agricultural technologies, innovations, and market linkages for our farmers and agribusiness stakeholders. Honorable Speaker, at this juncture I wish to inform the public that this year's Agricultural Show and Trade Fair has been rescheduled from July 2025 to February 2026. This adjustment has been necessitated by the ongoing construction of a stadium at the Idhoko Showgrounds in preparation for the upcoming Mashujaa Day celebrations, which will be hosted in Kitui on Friday, 20th October 2025. The national event will be presided over by His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Aropuruto. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, through our Sundams and Samples program, the county is significantly improving access to reliable water sources for domestic and irrigation purposes. This initiative is a cornerstone of our strategy to promote climate resilient and sustainable agriculture by reducing dependency on rain-fed farming. This shift not only boosts food security, but also creates new economic opportunities, particularly for women and youth involved in kitchen gardening and small-scale agriculture. The sand dams and sump wells we have constructed will be revisited under the water and irrigation sector later in my speech. Mr. Speaker, in partnership with the national government and development partners, we have implemented a range of projects aimed at building resilience among our farmers. Under the Emergency Locust Response Program, 486 groups in Tharaka, Sikuru, Mumoni, Chuso, Ngomeni, Ngune, Waita, Kibou, and the Mwingi Centre wards were supported with the Kenya shilling 79 million for micro projects in pulses, cereals, goats, and pasture. Moreover, a total of 4,381 farmers in 4 farmer producer organizations, and these are Mwekaka in Waita, the Gishu Arimi in Tharaka, Mikaki in Ngomeni, and Goat 2 Farm in Chuso. They all received grants of 500,000 each. These funds were for recruitment of more members and office establishment. The Emergency Locust Response Program also saw the implementation of 8 water projects. These include rehabilitation of Ikaiye Boho in Gomeni and Kalisasi Rock catchment in Mwingi Central, the silting of water pans in Mutingwa in Ichuso and Viva in Ikebo, and equipping and hybridization of boreholes in Masukanoni, in Mumoni, and Masavi in Nguni, benefiting over 4,000 farmers. Under the small-scale irrigation and value addition project, we established 9 small-scale irrigation, Gutani, Chomedana, and Mutonguni wards, benefiting 4,456 farmers. We also drilled and equipped 8 boreholes with solar-powered pumping systems in Zombe, Mwitika, Kaui, and in Gutani wards, benefiting 2,324 farmers. Similarly, Mwangeni's livestock sale yard and Mekoma Kaongwa market shed in Athi ward were constructed to improve marketing infrastructure and open new economic opportunities for our farmers. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, through the National Agricultural Value Chain Development Project, we also profiled 229,396 farmers and onboarded 280 youth agripreneurs, 7 per ward, to enhance agricultural outreach. Agripreneurs are persons who undertake business ventures within the agriculture sector, aiming to provide innovative solutions, add value to products, and involve rural human resources, and most of them are youth. Literally all of them are youth. Under this same program, the youth entrepreneurs will link smallholder farmers with farm input suppliers, market off-takers, and financial institutions. In addition, we also issue 21 additional motorcycles to extension officers, bringing the total to 99 motorcycles which are used for extension services in our county, thus improving mobility and service delivery to our people. To ensure access to affordable credit facilities to our farmers through the same program, 40 ward-based circles have also been established. Mr. Speaker, through the collaboration with the Korean International Cooperation Agency, known as KOICA in short, 8 women's groups from 3 wards received 164 water tanks of 10,000-liter capacity each to support kitchen gardening, besides improving household nutrition and incomes. These groups are Kimusi Self-Help Group, Kandai New Generation, Ngunga Farmers, and Kawelu Farmers in Mutomo Kibwea, Mwamba Isyoko, and Wekwacho wa Makaiye in Adi, and Mwanzo Mpya Mangelu Ndukila Mana, and KUDP Mutanda in Ikaui Ward. Under this collaboration, we Kwacho wa Makaiye Women Group in Adi was given and helped with a poultry feed crusher and mixer for the enhancement of their poultry value chain. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, poor post-harvest loss is a significant challenge facing our farmers. Despite their hard work and dedication, many farmers experience substantial losses after harvesting their crops, affecting their income and food security. Leveraging on the establishment of the KITUI County Aggregation and Industrial Park will significantly reduce post-harvest losses. The Aggregation and Industrial Park will provide farmers with access to modern storage facilities, processing and marketing infrastructure, enabling them to preserve their produce, add value, and access better markets. Mr. Speaker, a key constraint we continue to face is a shortage of agricultural extension officers, despite enhancing them. The current ratio stands at 1 officer for every 2,414 farmers against the Food and Agriculture Organization, that is FAO, recommended ratio of 1 agricultural extension officer to 400 farmers. To bridge this gap, my administration will recruit 128 additional agricultural extension and animal health officers to replace those who have exited the service through retirement, designation, or national attrition this financial year. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I now turn to water and wish to state as follows. And I'll start with a quote. Thousands have lived without love, but not one without water. So goes a common saying attributed to British American poet Winston Howden. Water is critical for sustainable development, including environmental integrity and the alleviation of poverty and hunger, and is indispensable for human health and well-being. Our county, Mr. Speaker, is endowed with many rivers, including major rivers, that is River Tana and River Harvey, as well as 5 river basins comprising Z2 River Basin, and Ziu, Chia, Thua, and Tiva. Therefore, the real challenge in KITUI is not water scarcity, but rather limited accessibility to water. In recognition of this fact, my administration has prioritized the construction of sump wells and sand dams, which are cost-effective, reliable, and sustainable water solutions. Notably, A single sample has a capacity to yield approximately 200,000 liters of water per day, which can serve an estimated 2,000 households daily. So far, we have constructed 19 samples serving over 5,000 households across the 8 sub-counties, including Mwitasiano Kwabonza, Iniata Kwabonza Ward, Imumba in Bochamatu, Kalambani in Mudha, Ndiangu in Matinyani, Yambu in Mulango, Kamekea Kanganga in Tharaka, Kakikilali in Moi, and Tia Wimbondo in Kiomo Chedani. In addition, a total of 347 sand dams have been constructed across many rivers within the county's 40 wards. Further, to enhance food production through irrigated agriculture, my government has established the 2 solar-powered cluster irrigation projects. These include KITUI Indiani in Kanji Simisi, KITUI Mikeu in Waita, Mamuluni in Chomedana, Mbanze Kaumu in Zombe Mwetika, Mumbuni farmers in Kizumulakwa Mutonga, Muzo farmers in Miambani, and Katangi in Kesasi, among others. We aim to progressively expand the acreage under irrigation from the current 3,900 hectares to 7,200 hectares by the end of the 2025-2026 financial year. We have also, Mr. Speaker, constructed and desilted 60 other dams across the county, among them Kwakwai in Endau Malalani, Mokakwa Molu in Moi, Kito in Mutomo Kibwea, Bauni in Chuso, Kikundu in Kiome Chedani, Matiliku in Kanyangi, Kwa Mukuti in Changu with your west, and Kwa Munju in Mutonguni. Speaker and honorable members, we have drilled 55 and equipped 33 boreholes in strategic locations across the county, benefiting an estimated 8,550 households. They include Gatoroni in the Raka, Miani in Navi, Itoloni in Migwani, Idhoko Showground in Changuithia West, Kanyangi Primary School in Kanyangi, Mutitu Gauge in Mutitu Kaliku, Nyanya Katitika in Waita, and Kizumula in Kizumula Kwa Mutonga. Additionally, we have solarized that 1 borehole, significantly improving water access to over 3,000 households. These include Masukanioni in Mumoni Ward, Chanda in Chome Dhana, Engamba in Nino, Itani in Bo Chamatu, Katuku in Kwa Mutonga Kizumula, Kamu Tianzuku in Muda, Kalinditini in Kisasi, and Kwa Kisini Kadhungu in Mulango. In our efforts to reduce distance covered to access water points, my administration has installed and rehabilitated a total of 134 kilometers of water pipeline extensions across the county. These include Nzeluni Adi Dam to Kilungu Pipeline in Migwani Ward, Tiasambuel to Mboru Primary School in Mwingi Central, Konani kwa Kalondu to Kituasko Manyanyoni in Township, Kaunguni Boho to Mungatu Shopping Center in Adi, Mangola to Kiema Kilonzo Primary School in Chuluni, Kwa Mwatu to Kwa Kamula in Kanyangi, Kwa Mutuku to Sangala Market in Kaui, Matingani to Kwa Kitabi to Kwa Ngungu in Chuso. We have also installed a total of 180 plastic water tanks, each with a 10,000-litre capacity in various public and learning institutions, market centers, and community water points across the county, including NGU ECD in Kibou Ward, Kamutekeo ECD in Ichome Dhana, Munadi Primary in Ikanga Chatune, Chambo Dispensary in Migwani, and Kadhivo VTC in Kwamutonga Kedumla. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in fulfillment of my campaign pledge to revive, complete, and commission the stored Kango Water Project in Kitui South, we have, in collaboration with World Vision, our partner, developed a new intake, installed modern pumping systems, and installed and rehabilitated key pipeline networks, including the Kamute Mutomo main gravity line, the Mutomo Shunguni Kandai Siuma Nzeke Makongoni return line, the Mutomo Ikuda line, and the Mutomo Muda line. We have also installed new valves, replaced 41s, and constructed water kiosks at strategic points across Kitui South Sub-County to improve last mile distribution. These Kenya shillings 839.7 million Kenya shillings flagship projects being jointly funded and implemented in partnership with World Vision will provide reliable access to potable water for over 25,000 households. That is 100,000 people, taking an average of 4 members of each household. In Kitui South, and this will be in Kitui South and parts of Kitui Rural Sub-County, once the project is fully operationalized. Specifically, the project will serve 6 wards, that is Mutomo, Kanziku, Mudha, Ikuda, Adi, and Kanyanki. Mr. Speaker, we had earlier planned to launch the Kango Water Project on 20th June 2025, but due to the ongoing final testing, we have rescheduled the launch to Friday, 22nd August 2025. Regrettably, the implementation of this critical project has been hindered by incidents of vandalism in certain sections, acts we believe are being perpetrated by individuals acting at the behest of political detractors and development saboteurs who seem bent on denying the people of these areas the enjoyment of piped water access. I wish to strongly condemn these unlawful activities which undermine our collective progress and deny our people the services they rightfully deserve. Therefore, I call upon members of the public, local administrators, and the security agencies to remain vigilant and promptly report any suspicious activities or individuals to the relevant authorities for swift lawful action. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, the long-term sustainability of our water and irrigation investments required sound governance and professional management. In this regard, water supply schemes, including sump wells, boreholes, and pipeline extensions, are being placed under the management of our 2 main water service providers. That is the Kitui Water and Sanitation Company, or Kituasco, and the Kiambere Mwingi Water and Sanitation Company, or Kimuasco, in Kitui and Mwingi sub-counties respectively, to ensure efficiency and sustainability. I wish now to turn to health, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, and start by quoting an American essayist and philosopher known as Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, and I quote, "The first wealth is health," end of quote. We all agree with Ralph Emerson that the health of our people is their greatest wealth. Hence, the need to ensure that our health sector is functioning properly. In recognition of this, Mr. Speaker, my government has prioritized health as a key sector in our development agenda, investing in promotive, preventive, curative, and rehabilitative health care to improve the well-being and productivity of our people, to enhance access to healthcare services, we have increased the number of healthcare facilities from 306 in 2022 to 311 in 2025 through the construction, completion, and operationalization of KITUI dispensary in Mutomo Kibwea, Kilulu dispensary in Ichuso, Vinda dispensary in Membani, Gungi dispensary in Zombe Mwitika, and the Kangondi dispensary in Mtunguni. We are also constructing and renovating 34 healthcare facilities in villages that previously lacked functional infrastructure, such as Kaluluinini, Kaliakatuni in Mudha, Gatoroni in Tharaka, Katuyu in Ngutani, Chenge in Kaui, Nya in Yata Kwabonza, Mulangai in Mwingi Central, Kalundu in the Township, Ndili in Ikudha, and Kemela in Gomeni. The board initiative moves us closer to achieving the vision of a dispensary in every village, ensuring equitable access to healthcare services and accelerating progress towards universal health coverage. Mr. Speaker, to enhance access to cancer care services, we operationalize the Pangasile Mchashali Cancer Center at the Kitui County Referral Hospital in November 2023. So far, 3,806 patients have been attended to at the center, with 188 persons currently receiving treatment. Moreover, new outpatient blocks at the Kitui County Referral Hospital, Mutomo, Zombe, and Chuso sub-county hospitals have been operationalized, reducing congestion and enhancing timely consultation and treatment. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, to improve maternal and child health care, we operationalized the maternity theater at Imigwani sub-county hospital and equipped another at Kanyangi sub-county hospital, increasing by 18 the number of operational maternity units from 81 in 2022 to 99 in 2025. The new maternity units include Sayani dispensary in Mutomoki Bwea, and Endau dispensary in Endau Malalani, Diuni Health Center in Kwamutonga Kidhumbula, Chiba dispensary in Changuithia West, Usweni dispensary in Sikuru, Nguni Health Center in Nguni, and the Kalisasi Health Center in Mwingi Central. In our continued efforts to reduce infant mortality, Mr. Speaker, we constructed a 70 newborn unit at the Kitui County Referral Hospital and a maternity unit at Inu Sub-County Hospital in collaboration with the Catholic Medical Mission Board, or CMMB, reducing infant mortality from 47 to 13 per 1,000 live births. Our intensive care unit at the Kitui County Referral Hospital continues to provide critical care, having treated 196 patients to date. The hemophilia clinic has also been instrumental in managing hemophilia, a rare genetic bleeding disorder, for 12 patients. Additionally, plans are underway to operationalize intensive care unit and high dependence units at the Mwingi Level 4 Hospital. To promote rehabilitative care for patients recovering from injuries, surgery, or persons with disabilities, we have equipped the Kitui County Referral and Mwingi Level 4 hospitals with essential assistive devices. To strengthen diagnostic services, my government has reinstated the previously non-functional computed tomography or CT scan services at the Kitui County Referral Hospital and completed laboratories in 11 facilities, which include Mutomo, Katulani, Kanyangi, and Chuzo hospitals, and X-ray units at Sikuru and the KITUI sub-county hospitals. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in our efforts to enhance emergency response and health care delivery, my administration has rehabilitated 9 ambulances, raising the operational fleet to 26. We have also ensured the consistent restocking of essential drugs and non-pharmaceutical supplies across all county health facilities, thus strengthening uninterrupted service delivery. Moreover, in response to the persistent threat posed by snake bites, particularly in high-risk areas, my administration has equipped 96 healthcare facilities across our county with life-saving and snake venom. These include Kitui County Referral Hospital, Katulani Sub-County Hospital, and the Mikuyuni Dispensary in Kitui Central, Malalani Health Center, and Zambia and the Mutitu Sub-County Hospitals in Kitui East, Kase Health Center and Sikuru and the Kamuongo Sub-County Hospitals in Mwingi North, Vitani, Winzie, and Nzawa Health Centers in Mwingi West, Nyani Dispensary and Nguni and Ukasi Health Centers in Mwingi Central, Kivani Dispensary and Diuni and the Tulia Health Centers in Kitui West, Mudha Health Center and the Kanga and the Kula Sub-County Hospitals in Kitui South, as well as Mbitini, Kisasi, and Kwabonza Health Centers in Kitui Rural. Other initiatives, Mr. Speaker, include the completion of stored mortuaries at the Kitui County Referral Hospital, Mwingi Level 4 Hospital, the Tani Health Center in Ikiomedhana Ward, and the Yata Health Center in Yata Kwabonza Ward. Going forward, we will fast-track the implementation of the Facilities Improvement Financing FIF Act 2023 to enhance mobilization of local resources, thus ensuring sustainable funding of our healthcare facilities. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, as President Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first African president, observed, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," end of quote. In our continued effort, Mr. Speaker, to provide a conducive learning environment for our children, we have constructed 179 ECD classrooms, benefiting over 7,300 ECD learners across the county. We have also supplied a total of 2,040 colored tables, as well as essential teaching and learning materials to ECD centers countrywide, benefiting over 53,000 ECD learners. Our ECD learners continue to benefit from the motivated workforce of the 1,688 ECD teachers whose terms of engagement in Changuithia West, Mwingi Baptist in Mwingi Central, Mutwathi in Migwani, Mutonguni show in its endowed were converted into permanent and pensionable conditions. Mr. Speaker, we have constructed and equipped 3 ICT classrooms at Ikuda, Kaui and Mwingi Baptist VTCs. Likewise, Kaui and Mwingi Baptist VTCs. Likewise, we supplied modern training tools and equipment, including 660 sewing machines to various VTCs across the county. These efforts have borne fruits as evidenced by the increasing enrollment in vocational training institutions, which has more than tripled, Mr. Speaker, rising from 2,506 trainees in 2013 to 8,003 in 2025, an increase of 219.4% since the advent of devolution 2013. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, urbanization is not just the growth of cities. It is the engine of economic transformation, social progress, and innovation. We recognize this clarion call that the future is urban, as urban centers increasingly support more people and generate more employment. Urban areas also are the hubs for innovation, investment, and economic transformation, hence vital in shaping a more inclusive and resilient future for our residents. In recognition of this, we have undertaken deliberate and strategic interventions to modernize our urban centers through infrastructure investments, spatial planning, and service delivery to improve quality of life and stimulate trade and growth. To achieve the business environment in our urban centers, we rolled out the Dustless Towns program, starting with the tarmacking of streets in Chusiani Market, Yatakwa ward. And in the current financial year, we are set to expand this initiative to other key trading centers, which may not be covered by some of the roads the national government will be undertaking, beginning with Sekuru Town, as we work to create cleaner, more accessible, and investor-friendly urban spaces across KITUI County. Additionally, we have enhanced pedestrian safety in our urban areas by constructing cabro paved walkways in the Mwingi and the KITUI municipalities, and tarmacked the 500-meter St. Usla to Ngutu Idhoko Showground road, including walkways and drainage systems for the same. In pursuit of cleaner, healthier urban environments, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, we are constructing 13 ablution blocks in various urban areas such as Kase, Nu, Thokoa, Kwabonza, Zombe, Mutitu, Ikanga, Mudha, and Kabisuni to improve public sanitation standards. To strengthen solid waste management, we procured a skip loader, a dump truck, and 21 fabricated skip bins for use in KITUI and Mwingi municipalities, as well as in Mutomo and Chuzo towns. Further, we constructed a perimeter wall around the Mwingi town dump site to secure and manage waste disposal activities. To ensure orderly growth and sustainable development, we are preparing land use development plans for Kanyangi, Kabati, Zombe, and the Migwani towns, alongside the preparation of 16 market layouts to enhance land use efficiency and protect public land from encroachment. Additionally, we have finalized the Mwingi Municipality Integrated Development Plan to guide structured planning, zoning, and prioritization of development initiatives, particularly as we look ahead to implement the Kenya Urban Support Program in the near future. As part of our long-term vision for coordinated and sustainable development across Kitui County, we have allocated funds in the 2025-2026 financial year budget to commence the formulation of our county spatial plan, which is a critical framework that will inform physical and socio-economic development countywide. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, turning to roads, we note effective road transport systems are vital for rapid economic growth. They connect people to opportunities, goods to markets, transportation, and communities to essential services. To improve our road network, we have graded over 4,000 kilometers of roads across the 40 wards, easy mobility for over 50,000 road users per day. We have also opened and widened more than 500 kilometers of roads across the county, thereby opening up remote areas and connecting them to the rest of the road network within the county. Date, we have gravelled a total of 27.8 kilometers of roads, among them Seikuru Nzanzeni Usueni Road, which is 12.3 kilometers in Seikuru, Thananzao Kithioko River Road, 1.2 kilometers in Kiomedhana, Kinakoni Imali Kiangini Kiwawi, which is 2 kilometers. Mr. Speaker, we have also constructed 41 drips, including River Kase drip along the Kase Musosia Road, which is 150 meters long in Momoni, Kithioko River drip along the Kithioko Thananzao Road, which is 140 meters long in Kiomedhana. Gunga River Drip Imwange Kilui Road in Mutomoki Buya, which is 70 meters long. Dhua River drifts along Kinakoni Emale Kiangini Chukuni Market, which is 150 meters long and is in Chamatu. Kisii River drift along the Inyo Chamusibi Road, which is 90 meters long in Chuluni Ward. Moi River drift, which is 40 meters and it is in Moi, and the Masiungwa drift along Kalambani, Kairungu, in Chuso. Durability, some of these slabs are along Mutula Market, Kwawewa Junction, Kilingile Road, which is 120 meters long, in Miambani, Chuluni wards, Bitinibo Road Junction to Kinakoni Market, which is 270 meters long, Nibo Chamatu, Kwalele Mayuni Idhiani Road, which is 100 meters in Changwithiawe Township wards, and the Kiteti slab along Mwani Wanguku, Kimwele Road in Kaui ward. In addition, the 600-meter Kitui Kwesho Grounds exit road was upgraded to bitumen standards during the 2023-2024 financial year, as I mentioned earlier. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, as you are aware, during the 2024-2025 financial year, my administration had earmarked the construction and improvement of 45 roads across the county under the Road Maintenance Levy Funds, with a total allocation of 445 million in our budget, which you approved. Unfortunately, the implementation of the Vital Infrastructure Program was delayed due to a protracted court case concerning the disbursement of the funds. I'm pleased to report that the matter has now been resolved in favor of county governments, and as a result, the national government has released through the Kenya Road Board 152 million Kenya shillings to Kitui County to enable us to initiate phase 1 of the road maintenance levy program. 15 out of the proposed 45 roads have been prioritized for implementation under this phase, and we await the disbursement of the remaining funds, which are over 290 million, because initially there were 445. Some of the targeted roads include improvement of Kanyangi, Kanyongonyo Junction, Ndovoini, Zambia Road in Kanyangi Ward, upgrading of Kalimbui Junction, Kakauni Southeastern Heritage Center Road in Sekuru Ward to bitumen standards, construction of Mudhungwe Maskalini, Imumba Police Station Road in Ibo Chamatu, construction of Mudhue Mwangala Kanziku Road in Kanziku Simisi, including a box culvert at Kwavai, and construction of Waluku Vinda Makan in Divuni Road in Miambani Ward. In collaboration with the Kenya Road Board, the following 3 projects have also been implemented. The Sekuru Nzanzeni Usweni Road and the River Nzanzeni Drift, which is 135 meters wide in Sekuru, was done, as well as the Tani Market Kabaini Loop Road in Kiome Thana. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, today we recognize and appreciate the crucial role that our border operators play in driving local economies, supporting livelihoods, and bridging mobility gaps across our communities. In Kitui County, we have an estimated 22,000 border operators, with the highest concentrations operating within Kitui Municipality, Mwingi Municipality, Kobonza, and Mtomo towns. To support their operations and improve their working conditions, we have constructed 42 modern sheds across the county, including Chulungwa in Waita, Kibwauni in Ibo-Chamatu, Kwakilui in Yatakwa-Bonza, Siongila in Township, Mukuyu in the Raka, Zauni in Nguteni, Mudha Lower Town, and Soweto in Matinyani. These facilities provide safe, dignified, and weather-protected spaces for riders to operate from. Mr. Speaker, we have also trained 1,140 border riders countywide on road safety, professionalism, and best practices in the transport sector. My government has developed a draft border policy aimed at establishing a well-regulated, efficient, and sustainable border industry that promotes mobility, safety, and economic empowerment in Kitui County. The draft policy is currently awaiting approval at the cabinet level, after which it will be forwarded to the county assembly for further processing. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, trade and investment are the mainstay of economic development, job creation, and social progress. In this regard, my government has collaborated with the national government in establishing the Kitui County Aggregation and Industrial Park at Kanyonyo along the Thika Mwingi Garissa Highway. The park is designed to enhance productivity of the agriculture sector, increase farmers' income, create jobs, and attract investments. Mr. Speaker, to promote local investment in the county, we organized the KITUI County Investors Sensitization Forum in March 2025. The forum sensitized over 3,000 participants on the county's investment opportunities in the 6 economic and investment zones, or EIZs, of the Chuso, Mumoni, Sikuru, EIZ, the Moi Basin, EIZ, the Mutomo, Ekuda, Kanziko, EIZ, the Kanyangi, Kwabonza, Kanyonyo, EIZ, the KITUI County and the environs, EIZ, and the Mingi Town and the environs, EIZ. We have mapped the resource endowments and investment opportunities in each of the 6 EIZs to attract both local and foreign investors, creating employment opportunities and ultimately boosting the county's overall economic development. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, to support the growth of micro, small and medium enterprises and to provide dignified trading environments with the dignified trading environments, my government has improved market infrastructure by constructing 45 market sheds, 15 market toilet facilities, and installed 129 market solar lights in various trading centers across the 8 sub-counties, among them Kamaembe Market in Chuluni, Endau Uku Market in Endau Malolani, Nzamba Market in Ikuda, Glunu Market in Kisasi, Chedhani Market in Kiomo Chedhani, Shu Mikuku Market in Kivau, Waluku Market in Changwidia East, Tumua Market in Chuso, and Kwamulungu in Kwamulungu Kidhumula Ward. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in our continued efforts to strengthen cooperatives as a driver of socioeconomic empowerment, my administration has trained 261 cooperatives with over 12,300 members on best practices in governance and management. We have further embraced and enhance transparency and accountability through the auditing of 127 cooperatives. To catalyze growth within the sector, we have facilitated the registration of 94 new cooperative societies, including Kanziku Faith Leader Circle in Kanziku Simisi, Aedi Farmers in Kibou, Kikabi Circle in Kisasi, the Gishu Farmers in Tharaka, Kwakwa Sako in Ikwa Mutonga Kizumula, Vocha Farmers Sako in Vocha Matu, Pamoja Miambani Sako in Miambani, and the Otowema cooperatives in Migwani. Additionally, we successfully revived 26 previously dormant cooperatives across the county. These include Kanguka Farmers in Nguteni, Mikango in Ngomeni, Endui Farmers in Waita, Matimu Sako in Mudha, Mwa Laenda Livestock Cooperative in Endau Malalani, Q Siani Rural Sako in Niata, Kwabonza, and the KITUI Township Livestock Cooperative. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, to tap into the great potential of KITUI's rich cultural heritage, scenic landscapes, and unique ecological attractions, my administration has stepped up efforts to revitalize the tourism and hospitality sector as a strategic driver of economic growth. In collaboration with the Kenya Tourism Board, we have developed the KITUI Tourism Circuit that connects our local attractions with a national tourism network, in building local capacity and providing world-class training for the region's tourism and hospitality professionals. In strengthening conservation and ecotourism, my administration has deployed 37 game rangers to key sites, including the Mutomo Reptile Park, South Kitui Game Reserve, Mwingi Game Reserve, and Kalundu Eco Park. As part of our efforts to operationalize the Mutomo Reptile Park, we have completed key infrastructure, including a snake house, snake cages, a crocodile pen, as well as a snake pit and habitats. The park is said to serve as a center for tourism, scientific research, breeding, and venom harvesting. In addition, we drilled the Kaningo borehole in Sikuru Ward, solarized the Kalalani borehole in Mudha Ward, and renovated the Mashungwa entrance gate, Kalundu Eco Park, and Kalalani Rangers Camp as well. We also graded 15 kilometers of road from Mashungwa Gate to the Kora National Park and the Mwingi Game Reserve cut line. Despite the significant progress we have made in promoting tourism in our county, Mr. Speaker, we continue to encounter challenges, including the encroachment of protected areas, particularly the South Kitui Game Reserve, where human-wildlife conflict has also continued to adversely affect communities living near conservation areas. In response, we are working in collaboration with the relevant national government agencies to enforce the protection of these ecological areas and implement sustainable community-driven solutions to mitigate the impact of such conflicts. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I now turn to matters pertaining to women, youth, and persons with disability. In our county, Mr. Speaker, we believe in the motto, leave no one behind. A just and thriving society is built when youth are empowered, women are uplifted, and persons with disabilities are fully included, not as a verb, but as a right. In our continued commitment to inclusive development, my administration has prioritized the empowerment of women, youth, and persons with disability as a strategic investment in the long-term prosperity of Kitui County. To promote youth empowerment and nurture sporting talent, we have upgraded 21 public playgrounds, benefiting over 20,000 sportsmen and women, mostly youth. They include Kituti in Nadi, Butu in Nikanzi and Kanziku in Nikanziku Simiti, Idumula in Nichuluni, Ndu Liche in Ivo Chamatu, Kahumu in Izombe Mwitika, Kalungu in Mulango, Kalawa in Changwidya East, Kadhibo in Kizumlakwa Mutonga, Katuka in Mumoni, Siambiu in Tharaka, Yumbe in Waita, Zouni in Nguni, Mazuki in Moi, Mukameni in Kisasi, Maangani in Bitini, Yenzuva inichomedhana and chedhani inikeomo chedhani. In addition, we have initiated the development of Kibou and Ichoani stadia with fencing, gating, and preparatory works currently in progress. Upon completion, this stadia will provide modern training facilities for our youth to nurture their sporting talents. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in November 2024, we hosted the KITUI County Youth Engagement Forum at the Ithoko Showgrounds, bringing together 1,302 young men and women from all the counties to 47 villages. The forum served as a platform for dialogue, knowledge exchange, and inspiration. We showcased outstanding young entrepreneurs from diverse sectors whose compelling success stories not only ignited ambition and expanded perspectives, but also demonstrated that with the right mindset and a positive attitude, even the seemingly impossible can be achieved. In line with our commitment to inclusive economic empowerment, Mr. Speaker, my administration has strengthened compliance with access to government procurement opportunities, or AGPO framework, by reserving 30% of all county procurement opportunities for youth, women, and PWDs. Notably, in the 2024-25 financial year, for example, KITUI contracts worth 404 million Kenya shillings, which is 55.7% of the total KITUI allocation of 727.5 million, were awarded to enterprises under this special category. The women emerged as the leading beneficiaries, receiving Kenya shillings 207,797,514 million Kenya shillings, which is 28.6%, followed by the youth with the 167 million, and some hundreds there, which is 23.1%, and persons with disabilities with the 29,277,480, which represented 4%. To enhance their participation and competitiveness, we have trained and sensitized 2,000 youth, 1,000 women, and 600 PWDs across the county on AGPO requirements and procedures. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, to guide youth development, we have formulated the KITUI County Youth Empowerment and Development Policy 2025. The policy will be submitted to the County Assembly by the end of this week. This is a bold and timely step in our collective journey towards the realization of the aspirations of our young people. The policy is not merely a framework of intentions, but it is a strategic instrument that seeks to mainstream youth issues across our sectors and ensure coordinated, well-sourced, and impactful interventions. To the youth of KITUI, you are not a problem to be solved. You are the solution. I urge you to take ownership of this policy, embrace the opportunities it presents, and lead with courage and purpose. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a renowned 19th century American philosopher and poet, once said, and I quote, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." End of quote. His words call on our youth to lead with courage, carve new paths, and become the trailblazers of KITUI's future. To strengthen the county's response to gender-based violence, Mr. Speaker, we have acquired 1.5 acres of land in Ikuda for the establishment of a GPV rescue center. The administration block for the GPV center, which is a 4-acre peatland and a 4-acre peat latrine and a chain link fence, have already been completed. In our continued efforts to support persons with disabilities, my government has distributed 1,000 assorted assistive devices across the 40 wards. We also partnered with Walkabout Foundation to issue 600 wheelchairs to PWDs and provided 8 PWD groups, 1 per sub-county, with a 100-seater tent and 100 chairs each. These groups include Twaweza Zua Disability Group in Zombe Mwitika, KITUI United Disabled People in Matinyani, Wakonie Kitise Disabled Self-Help Group in Moi, Ndaluni Disability Self-Help Group in Chomedhana, Kiliko Self-Help Group in Yatakwa Bonza, Kamane Kitati PWD Group in Ikuda, and Wikili Liawekwatio Group in Mulango. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, the generation that destroys the environment is not the generation that pays the price. This quote is from our very own Nobel laureate, Professor Wangari Maathai. It is our collective responsibility to protect and conserve our environment so as to meet our current needs and those of generations to come. In appreciation of this, the county has undertaken a series of ecosystem restoration initiatives focused on key environmental assets, including the county's water towers, wetlands, rock catchments, and riverine ecosystems. These efforts comprise the planting of over 60,000 tree seedlings and dispersal of 2,500 kilograms of seed bales in areas such as Mumoni, Mudha, Endau, Mutitu, and New Hills Forest, as well as Chui Rangers in the Mui Ward. Under the financing locally led climate action, Nguni market. The committee is in the process of vetting and approving for licensed vessels / premises engaged in the sand value chain. Working closely with river basin-based cooperative societies, it is finalizing the identification of sustainable harvesting sites and aggregation yards, while also developing robust grievance redress mechanisms to safeguard the interests of all stakeholders within Kitui County's sand value chain. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, turning now to matters energy, we observe access to energy and connectivity are crucial enablers for socio-economic development, impacting various aspects of life from basic needs to economic growth. My government has installed and repaired a total of 1,454 poles of solar security streetlights across the county. Out of these, 319 have been installed in Kitui municipality, 244 in Mwingi municipality, while the rest are spread across various towns and markets including Chuso, Migwani, Sikuru, Kabati, Kwabonza, Mutomo, Zombe, Muda, Ukasi, Nguni, Kisasi, Ekani, Nkanzi, Kusimisi, Kangweni, and Kamulawa in Chuluni, Siambiu in the Raka, Diani, Changwidya West, Miuni in Inu, Chenini, Kamali, Kisayani in Mutomo Kiboya, Makani, and Kibuni. Additionally, to reduce water pumping costs and enhance efficiency, we have hybridized 10 boreholes, serving over 3,400 residents and 10,000 heads of cattle. The boreholes are Chume in Mui, Kase in Mumoni, Ngungi in Zombe, Kakeani in Mutonguni, Ikanga in Ikanga Chatune, Matinyani Primary in Matinyani, Miamba ni Catholic in Miambani, Itangi in Mudha, Mutomo, Ndovoini in Mutomo Kiboya, and Kangelwa in Mui. Moreover, we have collaborated with the State Department of Mining to establish an artisanal mining committee to manage permits for mining. So far, Kanginga and Kadhavi artisanal cooperatives have been licensed, while Kitui Artisanal, Kitui South, Mwingi, Timboni, Midhikwani, and Kaliku Muungano have been recommended for licensing. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, to expand access to digital opportunities, we installed internet connectivity at Mutomo, Iviani, and Mingi Baptist vocational training centers, directly benefiting approximately 3,000 learners. Additionally, Mulango and the Kadhivo ICT centers were equipped with wireless internet, serving over 1,000 youth. On matter security, Mr. Speaker, we know the security and well-being of the people of Kitui County are paramount. By ensuring the safety and stability of our county and people, the county lays a foundation for investment, industrialization, trade, and a prosperous future. As part of our commitment to help enhance security and restore law and order in the volatile areas along our eastern border, my administration has collaborated with the national government to establish 8 police stations in the most affected wards. We have completed the Mandongoi Police Station in Gomeni Ward, while the construction of 4 additional stations, that is Imumba in Bochamatu, Tramboi in Yandau Malalani, Kwa Kamari in Sikru, and the Kwangongo in Inu are ongoing. Further, plans are at an advanced stage to construct new police stations at Katumba in Guni Ward. Once the beacons are placed by the national government, and the KITUI in Ikanzi Kusimisi. These security installations are not just about protecting lives. They are a strategic investment in our county's future. A secure environment is a foundation of investor confidence, and without it, no serious investor will commit their capital and money in this county. By strengthening security, we send a clear message. Our county is open for investment, and business is stable and ready for sustainable growth. While we have made commendable progress in ensuring the safety of our people, and our efforts have encountered significant challenges. The ongoing border disputes with Tana River County, for example, has delayed the construction of Katumba Police Station in Guni Ward. In addition, the recently completed Konakolit Police Station in Mudha Ward was vandalized, slowing down our collective mission of safeguarding the lives and property of our people in these insecurity-prone areas. Mr. Speaker, to address these setbacks, my administration has proactively engaged national agencies, including the Ministry of Interior and the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, to fix the beacons along the well-established boundaries as per the 1992 District and Provinces Act and the Constitution of Kenya 2010, to help restore calm and pursue lasting, peaceful solutions to the inter-county boundary impasse. Let it be known systems. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I'll now turn to matters budget performance and revenue. KITUI County, Mr. Speaker, is among the top 10 counties that have demonstrated consistent improvements in transparency between successive surveys according to the County Budget Transparency Survey, CBTA's 2024 report. On average, KITUI County ranks in position 6 among the counties that have shown consistent improvement on CBTA's transparency. In 2024, for example, Mr. Speaker, the International Budget Partnership, a non-profit organization promoting more responsible, effective, and equitable management of public funds, ranked KITUI County position 1 nationally for publishing the most comprehensive finance act. The county scored 100 out of 100 points on the required information. One of the most notable indicators of our progress as a county has been the consistent growth in on-source revenue, or SR collection. When I assumed office in August 2022, the annual revenue for the county stood at Kenya shillings 361,271,000 in financial year 2021-2022. This on-source revenue figure increased to 473,138,000 in FY 2022-2023 and to 517,049 in FY 2023-2024, and most remarkably to 895,416,000 in FY 2024-2025. This represents an impressive 147.8% growth in just 3 years. This significant growth reflects improved efficiency due to deliberate reforms, tightened systems, and automation of most of our revenue streams, as well as the trust and cooperation we have received from the people of KITUI. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, on budget absorption, the approved budget for the 2024-2025 financial year was 14,305 million, comprising 4 billion, which is that 3.2%, 751 of the total amount for development expenditure, and 9.5 billion, which is 66.8 for recurrent expenditure. By the end of the financial year, that is 30th June 2025, the total expenditure amounted to 12.3 billion, reflecting a gross absorption of 86%. However, the progress has not been without challenges. Persistent delays in the disbursement of funds from the Exchequer, National Exchequer, have adversely affected the timely implementation of development projects and the prompt settlement of payments to contractors and suppliers sometimes. The challenge is not unique in KITUI County, but it is an issue affecting all 47 counties. In response, the county governments, through the Council of Governors and other constitutional bodies, are actively engaging the national government in ongoing consultations aiming at streamlining the expedition of the flow of funds to the counties. In the interim, We continue to strengthen partnerships with development partners, non-governmental organizations, and the private sector to mobilize alternative resources. Additionally, we have adopted a phased implementation approach to projects and programs to ensure continuity in service delivery despite physical constraints. Mr. Speaker, I now turn to pending bills. Accumulation of pending bills can have several negative consequences, including hampering the operations of business that not only rely on government payments, eroding public trust, and potentially leading to legal disputes. In October 2022, I constituted the KITUI County Pending Bills Review Committee, PBRC, to receive and verify all pending bills owed to the KITUI County government. The committee received claims amounting to 2.5 billion Kenya shillings. Of these pending bills, worthy 1.4 billion Kenya shillings, comprising 897,594,000, was for goods, works, and services, and Kenya shillings 533,631,000 were court degrees and arbitral awards, and they were verified and cleared for payment, while the remaining claims totaling 1,121,492,000 were flagged for further verification, valuation, and validation. To address the unresolved bills flagged for verification, valuation, and validation, worthy 1.129 billion, I formed an internal team, the Pending Bills Review and Advisory Team, to verify, value, and validate the above claims, including site visits, to determine if the actual works being claimed were done. To date, the team has reviewed a total of works worthy Kenya shillings 468,200,000 and declared claims worthy Kenya shillings 333,353,000 for payment, and declared bills worthy 134 million Kenya shillings 646 ineligible claims. Mr. Speaker, in summary, with respect to pending bills, both the PBRC and the PBRAT, that is the pending T, and the pending bills review advisory team, have cleared a total of Kenya shillings 1,764,779,000 shillings for payment, out of which Kenya shillings 1,159,243,457, or 83%, has been settled, while Kenya shillings 305,536,390, or 17%, is still outstanding. The PBRAT will continue reviewing and verifying the remaining bills to determine the eligibility or ineligibility of the claims for settlements. I now turn to performance of the County Public Service, Mr. Speaker, and observe that the institutionalization of resource utilization, and the consistent achievement of measurable, impactful results. With support from the National Ministry of Public Service and Performance Contracting, my administration has undertaken external performance evaluation of all county ministries. The top 3 performing ministries during the performance evaluation for the 2023-2024 financial year